And just like that, the final quarter of 2024 is in the books. With the year officially behind us, it is now time to uncover to see how Irvine's premier guard-gated communities performed in Q4, as well as all of 2024. Well, as October 1st rolled around, spirits were high as the 30-year fixed rate had steadily declined and entered the fourth quarter around that 6.10% mark. Unfortunately, those lower rates did not last very long. Over the next 30 days, rates steadily climbed, and ultimately we ended the year with rates sitting right around that 7.1% mark. So, did these early rates at the beginning of the quarter boost prices and sales for Q4, or did we finally see Irvine's market slow down? Let's start with Altair. After 3 red-hot quarters in a row of prices increasing, we finally saw the market decrease in quarter 4. Looking at Lennar-built properties, 9 homes closed in quarter 4, which was a significant increase from the 3 homes that sold in Q3. Despite this increase in sales volume, the average price per square foot dropped to $875 a square foot. And the Toll Brothers section of the community told a completely different story, as we didn't see a single home close in quarter 4. And this wasn't because of a lack of inventory. There were 3 homes on the market the entirety of quarter 4. 2 of them are still sitting there, and the third one was recently taken off the market after failing to sell. This is a great example of how important correct pricing is. On average, the Lennar-built homes were priced closer to their estimated market value, while all 3 of the Toll Brothers homes were priced over the average price per square foot numbers from quarter 3. Heading down the road to Orchard Hills, this community followed a very similar trend to Altair. In the Groves and the Reserves, we saw 23 homes sell in quarter 4, which was ever so slightly up from the 22 homes sold in quarter 3. Despite the strong sales number, the average price per square foot decreased to $1,072. Mimicking Altair, not a single Toll Brothers built home was sold in quarter 4. Like Altair, 3 homes were listed for sale the majority of the quarter, with 2 of them still on the market today and the third being put on hold before the new year. These listings came to market after the Q3 sale of 110 Nest Pine, which closed for a record-shattering $10 million. This sale had sellers aiming high, and unfortunately, it doesn't look like buyers were on the same page with pricing. The trend of no Toll Brothers built homes selling in quarter 4 continued at Hidden Canyon. Similar to these other communities, 3 homes were listed during the fourth quarter, and not a single one was able to find their buyer. And this comes after a slow quarter 3 where we only saw a single distressed property sold, which significantly lowered the average price per square foot. In the neighboring community of Laguna Altura, 4 homes were sold in quarter 4, all from the detached condo section. These sales averaged $1,038 per square foot, which was a decrease from their quarter 3 average. As we move closer to the coast, Shady Canyon had a strong quarter to end out an impressive 2024. 4 homes sold with an average price per square foot of $1,538. While this figure represents a decrease from quarter 3, it reflects the impact of Q3's record-breaking sale of 29 Prairie Grass, which sent a new benchmark on price per square foot in all of Irvine. In nearby Turtle Ridge, things were much slower, with 0 recorded sales in quarter 4. Similarly to previous communities, 3 homes were listed for sale the majority of this fourth quarter, but not a single one was able to find their correct buyer. Every one of these communities' average price per square foot decreased in quarter 4. Despite this, it was still a very strong year for Irvine Real Estate. All 6 of these guard-gated communities saw home values increase throughout 2024. But which communities saw their values increase the most? Starting at the bottom, Hidden Canyon saw a 2.2% increase in average price per square foot when comparing 2024 sales data to 2023. Toll Brothers built homes in Orchard Hills increased by 4.27%, Laguna Altura by 8.28%, Shady Canyon by 11.55%, Toll Brothers built homes in Altair grew by 15.44%. Lennar built homes in Altair increased by 19.27%, and Turtle Ridge rose by 19.60%. The community with the highest growth, however, was the non-Toll Brothers section of Orchard Hills, which saw a ridiculous 27% increase in value. Despite the higher mortgage rate environment throughout 2024, Irvine's housing market showcased how resilient it is. And a lot of this resiliency comes from the high density of all-cash buyers. So as we enter 2025 with rates above 7%, do you think its luxury market will continue to show that resiliency throughout the year, or will we finally see prices decline? Let me know what your thoughts are on 2025 in the comments below, and I will be back next week with my prediction for where Irvine's housing market is headed this year. Cheers.